Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. It is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your person. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information's in the description box below or in my About section. All right, so let's see what's going on with you. While I was shuffling, before I actually even turned the camera on, I saw the King of Wands, and the first thought was, for those of you that have somebody significant in your life, or even if it's someone newer, it feels like that person's going to surprise you around Valentine's Day, and you're going to see a different side of them, a more romantic, it feels like a very passionate side of them. So for those of you that feels like that might resonate, just be aware of that, because if they haven't shown you before, I feel like they're going to be showing you now. All right, so in the recent past, we have the World, the Temperance, and the Eight of Pentacles. I was going to say, I think some of you might need to take a bit of a break. And when I say that in the readings, I mean just taking a step back and really focusing on you. Sometimes your energy can get drained just by simply going to the grocery store. I mean, you could walk in literally and absorb somebody's energy. I don't say that to all the signs. I say it to you because you guys are the most susceptible to absorbing other people's energy. So just be aware of that in the next 10 days to 2 weeks. Excuse me, if some of you are feeling a little bit tired, that's part of the reason I feel the need to say, step back a bit, maybe not exert as much energy as you normally would. If there's something going on in your work life where you feel like you're constantly going, the Spirit's asking you to trust that things will continue to move along, even if you're not exerting that same type of energy. All right, so in your current energy, we have the Five of Cups in reverse with the Tower in reverse and then the Chariot in reverse. So some energy is a little bit stuck. And I think you're going to realize that there's something that needs to change, something you need to move through. Now, in the near future, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Sun in reverse and then the Strength in reverse. There you go. There's that need to regain strength. So the overall energy is the Three of Cups in reverse. Let's see what that's related to. The Six of Swords. So there's a part of you that feels or fears is what I want to say, that if you move forward, that you're actually not going to get to a better place. So this is again your faith in how things are going to move forward, because the recent past is saying that something in your world is shifting and changing, and the patience is going to be needed because the Temperance is right after that, and we'll discuss it in a minute. So this feels more like a little bit of fear that I'm not going to be happy if I move away from something. And that's just mental energy. So what you can't see, you can't see. Obviously, that's why readers try to give you the best information that we can. Of course, these are general. If you want a personal reading, like I said, you can reach out. That's going to give you more clarification around what's actually coming for you. I'm not trying to sell myself. I'm just saying that's really the only way to get the clearest messages. This can give you an idea, a basic energy of what's going on for Cancers. So this feels like a tough time getting to the other side of something. And then we have the Lovers in the upright. So yes, it could be you feeling like, is there actually, for those of you that are single, a relationship out there that's going to bring me joy? And because this card is popping up, I'm going to say yes. Could you be okay alone? Probably. But most of you really want to find that person that you can share a life with. Does it mean that you have to settle down and get married? No. It just means that your heart's probably there, even if you don't allow yourself to go there. So just, if you can, be a little bit open to the idea that if you've closed out a relationship recently, there is something there for you. There is something really beautiful that wants to come in, but you're going to have to get your energy right. You're going to have faith and not fear that something can be different than what you've already experienced. All right. So as I said, the recent past, we've got the World with the Temperance, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. When I said take a break from work, it doesn't mean that you can stop working. Obviously, you have to continue. But if you're looking for some kind of change, sometimes it's just about being patient while these changes take place. We don't always have control. It's not always about action. Sometimes it's just about letting the universe do its job. If you've set some type of intention or expectation for yourself, timing is going to be different for all of you when it actually comes to fruition. But there's a lot of really good energy for Cancer coming up, especially in this year. If you put your focus onto something that you really wanted to create last year, this is the year that that's going to shift and change for you. So just know taking a break is not going to slow down the process, okay? All right, so let's get into the current energy with the Five of Cups in reverse, with the Tower in reverse, and the Chariot. Again, this is around something that just hasn't changed in how you feel about love. And like I said, I keep wanting to say fear, and I can understand why. If some of you have gone through some really tough breakups or difficult relationships, it can be a little scary to put yourself out there. If you're currently dealing with something that has started to break apart because you're pulling back or you don't feel like you want to put the same type of energy in it, I can see you working through the emotions of it in the current energy. It just hasn't completely ended. So it doesn't feel like there's a lot of movement there. It's like needing to allow the healing process to happen. Now, for those of you that are in a current relationship, you may feel like you need to hold back your emotions because something needs to shift within the relationship. And it's just not moving very quickly. So again, I want to bring the Temperance back in and say, while you go back and forth, which is what she's doing with these two cups, around your emotions with this situation, I can see why, because it seems like it's standing still. Doesn't mean that there's not going to be motion for those of you currently seeing someone or currently in a relationship if you choose to stay in it. It's just the changes that you desire haven't quite shown up for you. We'll clarify that in just a moment. Now, in the near future, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Strength in reverse. I think at times it makes you really unhappy when you don't have the energy to do the things that you need to do. And when the Ace of Wands comes out, that to me is exactly what I was saying. It means you're not taking action right now. So sitting still can be really difficult for you guys. They're asking you to do so. I know it can feel a little, frustrating, or you might feel a little discontent, but you need to regain your strength. So allow yourself a little bit of a break if you can. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify and see what's going on with this big change and what you need to be patient with. This is for Cancer. So we have the Hermit in reverse. So this feels like gaining a little bit more wisdom, a little bit more knowledge around something. It could be with your work situation, and allowing it to unfold for you, as I said before. I'm not going to continue to beat the same thing to death, so I just want to say that's what they're asking you to do. You've gained whatever knowledge you needed. That's where the change came in. That's why the Hermit's showing up in reverse, because whatever needed to have a light shown on it, you've gained that knowledge. It doesn't mean that you haven't gone within. It's saying that you already did. That's what I feel. And then we have the Fool. Great. Because you taking that chance, let's say it was a year ago or whatever time frame it was for you that you said, yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna hold back anymore. Now you're waiting for the results of that to happen. And again, I feel that's more of a work situation. And then we have the King of Swords. So I'm going to pull a few more cards for clarifiers this time. The King of Swords tells me this is boss-like energy. Somebody's going to come forward and tell you the truth about something or be very clear with you. So what you're waiting on maybe could be an answer that you've been seeking. And you will get the clarity that you need from this person. Now, if this isn't a love situation, the same thing goes. If you want clarity, they're going to give it to you. And I don't think that their intentions are bad. It doesn't feel like their energy is bad. They just want to be more open and more honest about how they truly feel. And with the Temperance, again, that energy of the back and forth with her, you could have been going back and forth about how this person feels and questioning what you want to do in the situation, especially if it's not moving forward. So this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the answer that you're hoping for. It could just be that somebody's going to be honest that things need to go in a different direction. It's going to be different for each of you. Just take what resonates. All right, so let's look at the Temperance with the Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Same thing to me as Temperance. It's recognizing what you've already accomplished and how much things have already started to grow, and then having the patience for the outcome. Like I said, take a step back, allow yourself to just relax into the energy and maybe not put forth so much physical energy. And I say physical, it doesn't mean it has to be something physical, like, moving with your body. It just means allowing, I lost my train of thought, sorry. Allowing yourself to let things come to you that are meant to come to you. And then we have the Two of Swords. Yes. So the answer that you're looking for is coming. It's just not quite here yet. And once it comes to you, there's going to be a choice for you to make. So if this is in love and somebody comes forth and tells you the truth, you're going to have a choice to make about that. If this is in a work situation and you're waiting, if you get an offer at work, I'm going to say you're going to have a choice to make with that about whether you want to see if this is worth it to you. Because it seems like you've waited a really long time for this opportunity. So some of you are going to have to make a decision between whether you want to move forward with this particular job or this offer that I feel is coming to you. I think it's going to be worth it. Let's just say that. All right, so let's move on to the Five of Cups and the Tower in reverse. So the Ten of Wands. This is something that I was talking about, that stress. You're carrying a lot of burdens, probably having a lot of responsibilities. If big changes have happened, let's say you've broken apart a long-term relationship, the two of you live together, there could be a move that you need to make, but it just hasn't happened. And it could be a little frustrating and you're like, ugh, I just don't want to do this. It's exhausting. So just know that that energy is what's happening right now. So if you're feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world, this is clarifying that for you. And then the Tower in reverse is coming out again. So it's saying that whatever has to change hasn't quite gotten there. Doesn't mean it's going to be a bad one. It may be a little difficult for some of you, but I feel like it's going to be the best thing for you in the long run. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So that's that stuck energy that we're talking about. It feels like you're more stuck in your head, which is okay. We get there, right? We go there often when we're not sure how we want to move or what direction we want to go in. So right now you may feel a little bit stuck. And then the Hierophant. This is around you having faith. Remember I said fear and faith. Have faith that it will be brought to you. The information that you need, the movements that you need to take. Trust your intuition in this. If you're moving so much and working so hard, you can't allow yourself to open up for the guidance. So try to take a moment and allow yourself to receive. All right, so in the near future with the Ace of Wands and the Sun in reverse, we have the Six of Cups, because that's how things are going to balance out. The Six of Cups upright would say you're giving more to a situation. This is saying, even though it may be a little unhappy, it's because the universe is trying to bring that balance in for you. So that lack of action is important. Right now, it's just about waiting for the next sign. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Be very aware of the things that are creating this unhappiness in the near future, because there's a change that needs to be made and it's up to you to make it. It will be in the future. And if it's just about getting through it mentally, that's okay. And that's what the Spirit's asking you to do. All right. So the Sun in reverse with the Strength in reverse. There you go. The Queen of Pentacles. So after you go through this and you allow this energy to move and you know the next step that you're being guided to take, the Queen of Pentacles comes in and restores a sense of well-being. So if you have questions about whether you're going to do better at work, yes, there does feel like an increase around money and stability. So this next month into March, and I'm even going to say into April, there's a sense of you're going to feel more stable and more independent and good about where you are in your life. So this energy is moving, and then the Death card is on the bottom. So that's about a death and rebirth type of process. And the Seven of Cups, right behind that, you're going to have a lot more options than you think. If some of you need to move, but you haven't made a decision yet, there's going to be a few things that show up for you. Right now, and even in the near future, remember this is the next 10 days. That could be the near future, just 12 days from now. you might have a lot of choices, and it may put you in a place. And your angel cat's coming. Sorry, she just jumped on the back of the chair. If she gets in the reading, I apologize, but that just means your angels are hovering over you. So you will have clarity, but at first it may feel a little bit confusing as to what your next step is. All right, sweetie, I'm going to take her off the table. Say hello to everyone. Say hi. All right, baby. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm actually going to clear this energy, and we will get into the person that's on your mind. Let's see. So think about them for just a moment while I clear these. Yeah, Spirit's just really trying to emphasize being patient with yourself. It isn't really about anybody else's energy. It's about yours. So if you have to go back and forth before you make that decision, it's okay. If your emotions seem a little bit up and down, that's okay too. Relax into the energy and allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. Okay, let's see what's going on with you and your person. Some of you are really done with the scenario. Now, I don't know if that's what's going to pop up, but I just saw the Ten of Swords. Let's see. This is for Cancer. Okay, so your person's energy is the Magician in reverse with the Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, wow, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. If you don't have clarity right now, I'm telling you, the Knight of Swords is like the King of Swords that I saw in the main reading. This is a lot of action. Your person, I don't think, is very big necessarily on the idea of manifesting. They may not believe in this stuff. Don't worry about that. It doesn't really matter. What their desire is, though, is that the two of you work things out. So if for some reason some of you are not in contact with this person, you will be. And I don't say that too often anymore because I don't want to get people's hopes up that somebody's coming in from the past. If this has been an up and down situation, there's something about this that is truly meant to be. It's a good, successful relationship, abundant relationship, meaning you probably both do well financially, or together you make things happen and there's a lot of success around it. This energy is coming towards you. So their ideas in their head, even if you don't know it, are that this is going to be successful. So your energy is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you don't want to walk away. The King of Cups, masculine or feminine, Chariot, there you are. Both cards is your energy. And then the Seven of Wands. The overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. Repeating from the main reading, you don't always have to put so much effort into something for it to unfold and come to life. In this case, I'm going to say let this person come to you because they want this to be successful, and they have something to tell you. So if you need a truth from them, you're going to get it. I think they're going to be more vocal. You could be dealing with the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Sag, Aries, or Gemini, Aquarius. I just forgot the other air sign for a second. Libra. All right, so your energy, the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Cups and the Chariot, and then the Seven of Wands. At times, you may feel like, so much is coming at you, and things just feel a little bit overwhelming, like we felt in the current energy in the main reading, that it puts you on the defensive, okay, back up for a second. Is this real? I want to make sure that this is sincere. I think you have a tremendous amount of love for this person and you do want things to work out. So it does feel like movement, like your energy is saying, I want this to work. So as repetitive as I may be, I want to say give it a little bit of time because it does feel like things are going to shift. All right, so let's see with the Romance Angels. It's clear that their intentions are action and being vocal, so I don't feel like I need to ask what their next moves are. It just feels like they're going to come forward and tell you exactly how they're feeling and what they desire. It says, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. You deserve love. You are lovable. Absolutely. That's been a tough road for Cancers. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So for some of you, it could be. And then unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I think you doubt that. Maybe you're not sure that they have the same feelings. And to be honest, it could be them as well. If they're coming back to you, they may question whether you feel enough for them still to want to be in this. And then it says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's all about giving it up to either the big guy or the universe or whatever it is that you believe in, and freeing yourself from the need to know what the outcome is going to be in this specific moment. All right, let's get the Lover's Oracle. What's going on for Cancer? Can you give me the messages for Cancer, please? Waiting to, okay, this is the one they want. It says romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Yeah, it feels that way. It says, look deep within yourself and you will feel my love. Oh, I'm sorry. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. I swear that's exactly what I feel about this person. And then a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. This is so much what I feel like your person is feeling towards you. So if you don't know this yet, they're going to let you know. All right, so moving on from that, we're going to take the wisdom of the Oracle and get a few more messages. See what else Spirit wants you to know before we close this out. Okay, so it says co-create. That's you co-creating with the universe. Fours. With the four, I just heard if you go looking for a home and you're about to change residence, look for something with a 4 in the address if possible. And then to the sea, this is my card for going with the flow. So allow yourself to flow with the energy as things unfold for you. And there you go. That's your 7. You could be born on July 7th. It could just be that the change that you're seeking for movement is going to happen closer to July. Not necessarily in this relationship. It could be sooner. But this feels like lots of big changes around your birthday season. And then we have all soulmates, big changes, lots of love. And then we have time for a nap. Amen. That's exactly what I was talking about. Take that time for yourself and recharge. And then we have happy, happy. This is my card for a really, really healthy, happy relationship. It reduces to an 8, which is clearly infinity. So if this feels right to you guys and you know this is the right relationship for you, it is definitely meant for you. I want to say the rainbows and butterflies. Nothing is perfect, but this feels really, really good. Healthy. With the star, I feel a faded type of energy. So I'm excited for those of you that this has resonated for. Thank you again for all of your support, for your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. I love you guys to pieces. I hope you have an amazing 10 days. If you would like a personal, I will repeat really quickly that the information's in the description box below or in my about section. All right, guys, have a great 10 days. I will see you in the next one. Sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.